Off with a news story for food. Domino's Pizza. You know, a lot of us love them. We have for a long time. They're not the perfect place. We realize them for what they are. But on a rare occasion when they'd have like a 50% off sale, like a digital coupon for their pizzas, I might like to try a new unique specialty pizza, maybe their buffalo chicken, maybe their chicken bacon ranch. And I was really surprised and dismayed that I'll never get to officially try them again, even though honestly they still have the ingredients to make them. This is a really stupid decision by Domino's, but they released recently the spicy chicken bacon ranch pizza. I believe I did a review on that. It was okay, I guess, from what I recall for a new pizza, but you know, it's a little bit weird. It does have a bunch of ingredients on it. It's similar to the old buffalo chicken pizza in that it still has buffalo sauce. It still has similar in a way to the chicken bacon ranch pizza. It still has some chicken on this one, a few other ingredients like the bacon, but ultimately it was a largely forgettable pizza for me. And Domino's has been making a bunch of very weird decisions lately because, like this advertisement I found on Facebook, skipped by me the first time, they actually kind of proudly announced that for some inexplicable reason, despite the fact they still have the ingredients to make them, it would be so easy to keep them on their digital menu. For custom orders for anyone that wants one, they have officially gotten rid of the buffalo chicken pizza and the California chicken bacon ranch pizza. This is a really stupid decision, I believe, on Domino's part. If you have the ingredients still to make those original pizzas, why would you discontinue them and offend your customers that have been buying those pizzas for years? This is right up there with they recently redid several of their sandwiches and pastas as well. They got rid of their pastas from like 4 pastas down to 2. Like they got rid of their super awesome, at least I thought so, the chicken bacon ranch pasta. And there was another one, I think it was like a vegetarian pasta or something like that they got rid of. But especially with that chicken bacon ranch pasta, if you still have the chicken, the bacon, and the ranch to make that with, why would you get rid of it? And you can still kind of customize it a little bit. Like one time I tried to do it and I was basically able to make the same thing again, except it didn't have full customization options. So I wasn't able to add the bacon. So I added some bacon bits on it when I got home. But still, it's just, why, Domino's? Why do you make it so hard to be a fan of your pizzas, to be a customer of your establishment? I don't understand. And they've even gotten rid of other things recently, like I think it was the spinach and feta stuffed cheesy bread. That used to be really good on occasion. And so they've just been making some odd decisions. And I think it was like the vegetarian sandwich as well they got rid of. They also got rid of their salami as a topping for their options. So to me, Domino's, you're really falling apart. And now I'm thinking about it. Let's check their stock price really quick because I'm interested to actually know what they're doing lately. Let's see if we can pull up a chart on them. And let's see here. Yeah, we'll go with that link, I guess. 5 years. Well, this is disappointing. Yahoo, you really need to be better. Let's try Google Finance. Obviously a prepared professional streamer here. And I can't even type right. Well, ultimately, this is disappointing on multiple reasons. I can't get the pizza I want anymore. I can't even pull up the stock price appropriately. I'm frustrated. I'm moving on. Domino's, you need to be better. Another thing that's really in the news a lot lately is, surprisingly, I believe it was Friday night into Saturday, the United States of America toppled what is reportedly an illegitimate ruler of Venezuela. It is said that he stole the last election, that the opposition party actually won it. Maduro stands accused of being the leader of a drug cartel. He's also the successor to Hugo Chavez, which established basically a socialist economic system in Venezuela and a communist political system in Venezuela about 30 years ago. It's really sad. The people of Venezuela, they used to have, at least in comparison, a really good economy, abundant food. Now they're basically a third world heck hole. There's stories of people so in such need of food. They were even raiding some zoos in Venezuela and they were killing and eating the zoo animals. Just typical communist socialist stuff like that. And apparently Maduro has been captured alive. He has been extradited to the United States to be judged for his crimes. Hopefully, if this comes to pass, that a new, more capitalistic, more for the people government takes place in Venezuela, then hopefully their people will be enriched. Less people will be fleeing their country. Their country will be healed. They'll be able to export their oil wealth freely again on the international market, which will hopefully lower our energy prices as well. So that'd be a real ancillary benefit to us. So hopefully this will have some positives to come out of it. I know we're all a little bit worried about what happened in the aftermath of Iraq's leadership being taken down many years ago. That did not exactly turn out well for us or for them, at least as far as I can tell. But this is, at least as of now, hopefully a good thing for the world. Hopefully a good thing for the people of Venezuela, and hopefully a good thing for energy prices in the U.S. Maduro has fallen. A sports news story I recently saw was that I believe this is the second time this has happened. I vaguely recall many years ago, I think it was the Seattle Seahawks were a losing team that actually won their division and had a home playoff game. And it has apparently happened again. This is a little bit crazy. You have three teams in the NFC South. All of them finished 8-9, all of them with a losing record. It looks like as of right now, at least according to Google, they're saying the Panthers are making the playoffs. I'm not sure about that. I thought last I heard the Buccaneers were the team that got the tiebreaker that was making the playoffs. But, the National Football League, sometimes it's still good, and then sometimes it's just a little bit crazy. Why are you having a losing team making the playoffs where they'll be rewarded with a home playoff game? It's a little bit embarrassing. This is kind of like the NBA Eastern Conference used to be, where it was like 5 out of 8 teams that made the playoffs had a losing record. Professional sports, it's just a little bit nutty right now. I do not approve of this. The NFL, somehow, some way, this needs to be made better. A losing team should not be making the playoffs. That's bad. And another sports story, the New England Revolution of Major League Soccer. They've been around for, I don't know, about 30 years, since 1996, I believe. And they've always been owned by, I believe, Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots NFL team. And they've always kind of been a secondary tenant, an afterthought, most people feel like, in terms of that sports ownership group. But it looks like the Kraft Group has announced that they're finally, after all these years of always talking about it and never actually doing anything, it looks like they're finally getting to move forward with a soccer-specific stadium for the New England Revolution. It looks like they'll be moving them a little bit closer to the Boston area. And ultimately, even though they're kind of one of my enemy teams that I root against on the field, ultimately, I feel like this is a good thing for the league. It's a good thing for the people of Boston. It's a good thing for soccer in America in general. So I'm really pleased by this. So ultimately, there's a few stories for today's news. I'll try to be a little bit more competent and professional when I pull up a stock price next time. But ultimately, Domino's, you need to do better. If you have the ability to still make your old products, you need to do that. Nicolas Maduro has fallen, a communist, a socialist. That's hopefully going to be a real good thing for the Western Hemisphere. The NFL is a mess as always, and finally some good news for Major League Soccer teams. This is Mega Mouse signing out. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.